Namaste everyone. Geeta Arts has been lucky for Naga Chaitanya as they delivered the hit 100% Love for Naga Chaitanya. Also, Naga Chaitanya and Sai Pallavi have been a very good lucky pair together because they worked on Shekhar Kamula's love story. Also, Naga Chaitanya and the director Chandoo Mondeti had collaborated earlier for Premam and Savyasachi. With all these good combinations, the expectations were obviously very high. Without much delay, let's get into this week's Telugu movie release, Thandel. I loved the small romantic details which the director has sprinkled all across the movie, which establishes the beautiful love story between Sai Pallavi and Naga Chaitanya's character. For example, the flag which Sai Pallavi always hoists on top of the light tower when she is waiting for Naga Chaitanya to return, or how Naga Chaitanya, every time he goes on fishing trips, he leaves a shirt behind for Sai Pallavi, or how Sai Pallavi does not eat any non-vegetarian food until Naga Chaitanya returns back. All these are superbly written and very well executed onto the screen. One of the best romantic scenes I have seen for a long time is there in this movie in the second half. All the women of the village write one common huge letter to the men who are trapped in the jails in Pakistan, and each woman writes one paragraph. But when it comes to Satya, she does not write anything. She leaves her paragraph empty, but there is one droplet of her tear in the letter, which is enough to convey to Raju how much Satya is missing him. Brilliantly written scene. Since this is a real life story which happened in the year 2018, I was under the impression that the love story is very exaggerated and it is very filmy in nature. But during the end credit rolls, the filmmakers show the actual letters which were written by the fishermen from Pakistan to their beloved ones in the village in Andhra Pradesh. And I had a big smile on my face. Romance can be found in the bleakest of human situations, and it is very beautiful. There is an unnecessary sequence in the second half of the movie regarding the Indian tricolor flag. It is so cringy and it is totally unnecessary for the proceedings of the movie. It is a scene which you will typically find in 90s style of films like Khadgam or Gadar. They could have totally removed that sequence and still the movie wouldn't have lost anything. Again, during the climax of the movie, there is a twist in the release of one of the fishermen. Now, I know for a fact that this did happen in real life when the fishermen were being released from Pakistan jail, but the director seems to have made up his mind to manipulate the audience into crying emotionally in this scene, and he has treated it very badly. I don't know why. There could have been a realistic approach to this scene and it would have been much more beautiful and more impactful if handled that way. The green screen VFX shots of the storm which happens during the interval scene is very tacky and it is very primitive. Although I must say that it is much better than the water sequences in Devara movie, which appears like very artificial in front of this. At least there is water splashing naturally on the actors and you do feel the tension, but still the green screen VFX are not up to the mark. Story, in my opinion, I would rate it as 0.5 out of 1. Simply because only half of the movie is inspired on real life incidents and the other half is fictionalized. So the total credits for the story cannot be given to the director or the story writer. Screenplay, I would say 0.5 out of 1. Although the romantic sequences between the lead pair is very well written and very well executed, but the director has taken a lot of cinematic liberties in the second half, especially during the Pakistan bashing kind of scenes. This kind of over the top jingoistic patriotism scenes could have been avoided, and they are very old school of patriotism displayed in movies nowadays. Acting, hands down, I would say 0.75 out of 1. Sai Pallavi should be called the Meena Kumari of our times. She is in her best form whenever she is made to cry on the screen. She is superb and very well suited for this kind of a role in the movie. Surprisingly, Naga Chaitanya delivers his best performance until date. The Tamil actor Karunakaran gets a very good role in the movie and he also delivers whatever is required for this role. Other departments, I would say 0.5 out of 1. DSP's music and BGM are the soul of this movie. Cinematography by Shadat Sainuddin is also top notch. Especially good and noteworthy were the costumes for Sai Pallavi and Naga Chaitanya. They are very apt to the role and also the time in which that particular scenes happen in the movie. As I said earlier, the VFX is below par and the dubbing for the non-Telugu speaking actors should have been done much better. Overall package, I would say 0.75 out of 1. The movie kept the audience engaged by coming out with promotional materials at regular intervals. Geeta Arts has spent very lavishly and wisely in promoting and marketing the movie. The release window was also very well chosen as the movie does not have any competition. The trailer was strictly okay for me. Finally, my rating is going to be a very respectable 3 out of 5. If you are in a mood for a good love story and if you are a fan of Sai Pallavi, do not miss this movie. And before I conclude my review, what a iron lady Srimati Sushma Swaraj is. This movie is dedicated to her motto when she once said, "Even if you are stuck in Mars, Indian Embassy will bring you back." Salute to her. Thank you so much for watching this week's review, and please do leave your comments as to how you like this movie and we can have a good conversation. And if you have not yet done, please do subscribe, leave a like to this video and share this video and leave a comment. Namaste.